Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well this afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you guys, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are. I've had these conversations with you guys before, but honestly, as sincere as those conversations were, this is the most sincere, and I swear my own life to that. I need to talk to you guys about a truth. A truth that I've been dodging to accept for a very long time. And it has to do with everything revolving what I do for my YouTube channel, what I do, what I did when I was streaming, just what I do revolving video games. And the truth is, I've been living a lie. Maybe one day I'll go into the deeper parts of how this came to be, but as much as it's fun watching the YouTube videos I make, previewing them, and recording the gameplay of the videos I make, while I do want to use YouTube to not only empower myself, but to uplift others and make other people's days better, lives better, brighter. Video games aren't the only thing. They never were. I've been refusing to accept for a long time that while video games have saved my life, you know, serving as the better alternative in contrast to leaving this sometimes horrible, cruel world, I've been using them as a coping mechanic. To cope with the mental issues I deal with, the emotional scarring, of which I can go into detail further down the road. But I've been using video games to cope for so long that playing them has become a habit. Not to say that that habit is damaging, completely damaging. In fact, there are times I find video games relaxing. There are times I find them engaging. There are times I find that they give me ideas. And I find things to do in them that, you know, pass the time. And in pursuing those secret tasks, not secret tasks, but in pursuing those tasks, those goals, you know, making up games of my own to play within the games that I play, the completion of a challenge can be rewarding. But video games are not the center of what I want to do. Are they a part of it? Yes. But for too long I've been fooling myself to think that maybe video games are all I want to surround myself with. And that's not the case. the real case is, I want to create. Now, for some of you, maybe you don't know what that means. It means it's not just video games I want to get involved in. And I've said this before. I want to pursue art. I want to pursue music. I want to continue world building. I want to create languages again. I want to build a universe of my own. Something that maybe you got, and maybe that's something hopefully you guys enjoy. Could enjoy. I think maybe that's something we all could share. And on top of that, I do want to make a video game of my own. Maybe tell a story you guys can relate to. Maybe tell a story that picks you guys up. Maybe tell us a story that makes you go, yeah, I've been there. Even if it's a story that makes you feel like you guys aren't alone. So maybe some of you out there feel alone. And I know what it's like being alone. I know what it's like being emotionally hurt. I know what it's like being mentally scarred. Feeling unloved. Unwanted. And it's disgustingly awful, and I don't want that for anybody else. Except one person. But again, that's a story for another time. But with all these passions aside, music, art, world building, conlanging, even coding. My passing time with video games has caused me to lose time. I will never stop saying it. I couldn't be more thankful for the 101 subs that we have right now on my channel. But I can't help but think maybe I'd have more if I did other things. Maybe some of you were itching to see my art. Maybe you guys are curious about more of my music. Maybe you want to know what world I'm building or what conlangs I've created in the past. Whether or not they're inspired by other, public sci-fi projects, be they popular or not. I want to do I want to create so much more. But the reason behind that is because of one thing I want most. I want a better life for myself. I'm not happy where I am. I'm not happy with what I've been given. I'm grateful, but knowing that there's more out there for me, and knowing that maybe potentially I'm holding myself back is something I should have considered a long time ago, accepted. I've made a lot of friends who are just talking about video games, but again, they're just a coping mechanism. And I've also tried to I'm tired of coping. And that's not the only reason. It's like I don't want to pursue if I pursue a gaming channel, I want to pursue it because I genuinely love video games, which I do, but there are other things I love. But also it feels like I'm making a gaming channel just to spite the person who's hurt me most. The same person who's told me that video games wouldn't get me anywhere. Meanwhile, you have so many other YouTubers, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Crank Gameplays, or Minion777, Game Grumps, all these people that make money off of video games, and I looked at them and I thought, maybe I could do that. Maybe I can make success off of something I enjoy. Maybe it would be easy. Maybe it would allow me to prove the one person that hurt me most wrong. But that's just me clinging on to a past that I don't want to hold on to anymore, because past is full of mostly hurt. And I feel like I deserve better. And there are people out there, you guys, some of you might feel like you deserve better, and if I can help give you that, then that's what I want to do. So, as much as it may cause me to multitask, I'm gonna pursue all my creative passions. I'm gonna incorporate them some way, shape, or form. I'm gonna find an adequate balance that'll make it seem like I'm not just doing one thing, and that the one thing I'm doing is only for one purpose that wouldn't even be as satisfying as it could be. I'm doing multiple things because they're really the core of who I am as a person, who I believe I am as a person. And an attribute attached to that has been hindered for so long because the people I've allowed myself to be around. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm basically saying that maybe I've hindered my own creativity by continuing to cope. And I'm not gonna do that anymore. It's not gonna stop me from enjoying video games, but I want to do more. I want to find myself. I want to reunite with who I was. I want to reconnect with what I enjoyed back then. And there's so much more to this that I can discuss in one video, but I'm not going to hold you guys up because I want to create. So it is with a slightly heavy heart that I'm going to say that YouTube uploads are dropping a lot. I'm not making any promises. I'm not gonna hold myself to a goal. I'm not gonna force myself to remain patient with a software that on a bad coin toss or a dice roll may or may not work or may or may not crash on me. I'm gonna upload when I feel like uploading. At least in regards to game content. And don't get me wrong, there will be a lot of uploading. No, I want to rephrase that, because that's my coping mechanism kicking in again. I will still upload, but I'm not gonna say how often. I'm not gonna tie myself, I'm not gonna chain myself to a quota. Because admittedly, the most fun I've had playing video games is when I'm just doing something that I've created. Like a custom campaign I made in Scrap Mechanic, as is the very reason why I'm here playing it now. Though I am aimlessly wandering because I'm just letting the thoughts come and go. And I want you guys to know what I'm thinking. I want you guys to know what I feel. I want that. And maybe some of you don't care. And that's okay. But I just want you guys to know what's going on. This isn't an existential crisis, no. It's an awakening. An awakening that should have happened a long time ago. So, please don't be surprised if I only upload once a week, maybe less. I do sincerely want to beat the Slug Cat campaigns in Rain World, but Those videos will come out when they come out. They'll come out, but I'm not gonna say when. I won't bind myself to that. I just simply want to keep you guys informed in regards to what's going on, what I'm feeling, and what I plan to do going forward. What I plan to do going forward is uploading more music, uploading more art, taking a couple days, maybe just working on my world building, maybe working on a conlang. I want to start a new one. Because I have been working on a world which is attached to a game that I want to make. In summary, I've been dreaming for a long time. But I have yet to become lucid. And this is the day where that dream becomes a lucid dream. And that's the day where today's the day where my dreams become a reality. And I actively strive to make them a reality. In fact, maybe I shouldn't call this a lucid dream. No. I've been dreaming for too long. I have all the good ones in my hands. Now it's time to make them a reality. And I don't know where that'll take me. But I hope it's a good place. And I want it to be, and I'm gonna make sure it'll be a good place for myself and people like myself, people like you guys out there who've been so supportive, so loving, and so kind. Not just Gryzol, not just Electron, but people like them. Because those people have been very supportive of me. But just people. People who have suffered and want someone to listen. Want someone to listen to their story. People who just want to have someone sit next to them and watch the sunset. I want to be creative. But I want to use that creativity to try to help people. Because somewhere out there, someone's suffering and I don't know it. And I don't want that for people. Because it hurts, because it's awful. This isn't some newfound goal in life, it's just me trying to find a means to discover myself, and after discovering myself, trying to figure out how I can use my drive, my passion, my creativity to help other people. Life's too short to hold on to pain. And I hope you guys can forgive me. I know I promised 3 uploads a week, but if anything else in my life, this needs to happen. Realizing that success is right in front of me. I need only open my eyes to see it. So, thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for being so understanding. The videos aren't stopping. They just won't all be video games. But that's okay, because video games aren't going anywhere. There'll be video games long after I'm dead. There'll be video games long after this generation is dead. There'll be video games for who knows how long. And there'll still be video games on this channel. But not just. I'll keep you guys updated on everything I do. And I hope you enjoy what I'm about to create. Thanks for listening. Take care, peeps.